Any seats in here? Oh my God, it's so full. Excuse me, is there a seat over there? No? That's right, I want to sit in near the front anyway. There's no seats open over here. Is this seat open? Yeah. Thank you, you guys are so nice. So do you guys come around here often?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit? Ooh, I'm surprised. You really don't want to be coming around here, you know. There's a lot of sick people walking around here. No, like literally sick people, like like that type of sick. Don't know what you guys are thinking about. Do y'all know where you are?
No.
Y'all thought you was at a show. Like a show. Like a leave 2 hours early to still get stuck in San Francisco traffic just to sit down and now you're hungry type of show. Oh. Nah. This ain't a show. Hello and welcome to everyone's favorite game show, Who Wants to Be Neurotypical? Each week we have one participant who has been diagnosed with a mental illness put into real life situations through our full body virtual reality machine. We test their reactions to each situation using our patented sensory meter board, which lights up based on their body chemistry. The more their body chemistry matches that of a normal human, the closer they are to becoming neurotypical. Let's bring in our first guest, Ashley J. Give a round of applause. Welcome to the show, Ashley J. Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself? Okay, sure. Hi, my name is Ashley J. and I'm 24 years old and I'm a social media marketer here in the Bay Area in California. My full diagnosis is borderline personality disorder with high suicidality and depression, but I like to shorten it to BPD. I've been going to therapy for about 2 to 3 years now, and I cannot wait to become neurotypical. Woo! Wow, you've been going to therapy for quite some time, Ashley. Have you considered dieting, exercising, or going to church? Excuse me? We're happy to have you on our show, Ashley. Are you ready to become neurotypical? Please, step into our full-body virtual reality machine. I don't see anything. Is there a button that I'm supposed to press or some handle that I'm supposed to pull? Oh. Ah! Hello? Hey, babe. Yeah, I'm super excited for our date tonight. Tell me, where are we going again? Oh, it's a surprise? Well, can I get a little hint, though? Oh, I talked about it before. Well, how is that supposed to help me figure out where we're going if I talked about it? I mean, I can't really... Oh, it's a museum? Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. All right, I'll see you later. Bye. What museum have I talked about before? I mean, it's whatever. He's my boyfriend, and whatever we're going to do, it's going to be fun. I just love him so much. There he is. Hey, babe! Oh, you brought me flowers and sugar cookies? Oh, you shouldn't have. You know I love sugar cookies. Wait. I don't like these kind of sugar cookies. No. They're not the same. These are some Safeway knockoffs. I like the ones by Loft House. Why would you buy me these ones when you know I hate them? And now I'm not going to eat them, and then they're going to go to waste, and I hate wasting food, and you know I hate wasting food. No. Don't sit there and just tell me you love me. If you actually love me, you listen to me, and you give me the right sugar cookies, and these are the right sugar cookies. Today was supposed to be perfect. Everything was supposed to go fine. Our date was supposed to be perfect. I didn't actually say that to my boyfriend. Until now. Hey, babe. These thoughts were going through my mind at like 300 miles per hour. You see, the thing with borderline personality disorder is that you tend to lead your life emotionally. So that everything you say, do, or think is led by how you're feeling. And it can be so overwhelming and hard to control that trivial things such as getting the wrong sugar cookies will send me over the edge and ruin my whole day. Now, neurotypical people, you guys will probably talk it out with your partner. But for me, I break up with him every time he does something wrong. I probably broke up with him about 123 times now. Yeah, I kept count. You see, there's no middle ground for someone like me with BPD. Everything is black or white, tall or short, Donald Trump or Bernie Sanders. It's just one or the other. All right, let's get back to the show. Show? What show? We're in a mental hospital, people. We got people banging their heads against the walls and shit. It can get crazy like that. I'm sorry. I don't mean to curse. It's just that cursing helps me let go of any negative emotion that I'm feeling. So instead of me just reaching over there and choking you, I just say, fuck, shit, ass. But welcome to the mental ward, where you have just been put on a 5150 hold with me. What's a 5150 hold? No, sir. It doesn't mean that you are stuck with me for 51 hours a week, 50 days a year, even though I know you want to be. But it's not happening. But actually, maybe. We'll talk after the show. A 5150 hold is when doctors think you might be a danger to yourself or others, so they keep you under observation for about 72 hours. And then after 72 hours, like 3 days, they evaluate you to see if you are safe enough to be released back into the wild. Oh, you didn't know you were on a 3-day hold? That's normal. Doctors don't really like to tell you until you're, like, gone. This place is great, though. I mean, 3 meals a day, activities up the wazoo, and a shower. I mean, everything is done for you. You just can't believe it. I mean, the one thing I hate, though, is that they wake you up at the butt crack of dawn just to take your blood pressure. Like last night, I was having a good-ass dream. Like last night, I dreamt that Michael B. Jordan, yeah, you know, that guy from Black Panther. I dreamt that Michael B. Jordan took me on a date to a water park. And as he was going down one of the water slides, he lost his swim trunks and It was a sight to see. And we both laughed about it, and I got up and I gave him a towel and I wrapped it around his waist, and we were just cuddling, and I was stroking his 20th pack of abs. He turns around and he looks me deep into my eyes and he says, "It is time to take your blood pressure." Suddenly, I'm jostled awake by this large African lady trying to rustle a blood pressure cuff onto my arm. Ugh! And they're teaching us about the value of peace and quiet. Well, we ain't getting none of that here. So where y'all just come from? Just shout it out. Fremont? Richmond? Oakland? That's pretty far. That's far. That's a journey. Y'all know where I just came from? No. The county's mental ward. County is nuts. I was in there with people who were yelling a lot. And look, yelling is a lot for me, okay? It's a lot of stimuli to handle at once. Don't judge me. But our sleeping quarters were like military style, but without the bunk beds. And our beds weren't even beds. They were just these hospital chairs that reclined, teasing us like, "I feel like a bed. I stretch like a bed. But I'm a chair, bamboozled again." And there was nothing to do there. No activities whatsoever. Like I had to ask an attendant for coloring pages and crayons. And mind you, those crayons were not even Crayola. like a transfer point for all of us neurological atypicals? You know, abnormies, different people. You either went up or you got transferred. And everyone that I talked to kept saying, I want to go upstairs. Upstairs is way better than down here. And I'm like, what's upstairs? No one is telling me what upstairs is. What am I missing out on? Do they have Crayola? That's all I wanted to know. But my favorite was when the doctors first brought me into the place and sat me down in an exam room to interrogate me. What are you doing here? I've attempted suicide for the 3rd time. Where did this attempt occur? My parents' house? Do your parents know you're here? I don't think so. Well, who knows you're here? Who brought you here? My friend! My friend brought me here! What are you doing making suicide attempts? You look so pretty and smart. You shouldn't be attempting suicide. I remember reading on a medical website one day about borderline personality disorder. They were listing off the common symptoms, of which one of them said, people with BPD tend to have trouble brushing things off. So I looked at my computer. I have trouble brushing things off? No, fuck you. I can brush things off, no problem. I don't know what you're talking. Oh, that's what they mean. Common symptoms of borderline personality disorder. Mood swings, strong emotions lasting for hours or days, general discontent, suicidal tendencies, depression, anxiety, impulsivity, disassociation. Most of these symptoms are related to me, but are also listed on WebMD. And sadly, there is no pill for BPD. It can be chronic or lifelong. The only treatment available to us is called DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy. Oh, I'm sorry, we're waiting for me to explain what that is. No clue, no fucking clue. I didn't even Google it because I don't care about it. And that's my general discontent coming in. The worst symptoms of my BPD are depression and suicidal tendencies. It's worse during the fall and winter, but it gets better during the spring and summer. Better being that my urge to want to off myself is put on hold, but it comes up at the most inopportune times. Who's called customer service lately? Raise a hand. Raise a hand. Anybody call? Okay, 1, 2, few of you? Okay. So you know when you're enjoying the hell out of something, then all of a sudden it stops working. It's broke. So what do? You freak out! Oh my god, it's broken! Oh my god, it's never coming back! Ah! No. You call customer service. This is usually how it goes for me. I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. Please enter. Let me get someone who can assist you. Please wait on the line for the next available representative. And so I'll be waiting until suddenly I'm hit with the urge to pee. And then now I'm presented with a dilemma. Do I hang up and call customer service back when I'm done? Or do I take customer service with me? To my porcelain dinner. I mean, why should I wait on customer service? Customer service should wait on me. I'm taking them with me. So I'll rush to the bathroom, close the door, and as I'm undoing my pants to use the restroom, a small voice comes on the phone and says, "Hi, this is Carla from customer service. How can I help you?" Shit! Can you excuse me for a moment? Yeah? Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Shit. Hi, this is Ashley. I was calling for some help. Hi, Ashley. What seems to be the problem? Me. I'm the problem. Have you tried turning it off and on again? What? I don't... I don't really think that's possible. It sure is, Ashley. Tell me, what are you experiencing again? BPD, borderline personality disorder. Thank you for that information, Ashley. Many of our customers with BPD tend to have trouble finding their on and off switch, but there are many different ways to reset. Shopping sprees, alcoholic binges, attempting suicide, the list goes on. Oh, I didn't know I had options. Well, which one would you suggest that I take? Well, based on your genetics profile, home environment, religious experience, and, trauma, we suggest, give me a second here, attempting suicide. Is there anything else I can help you with? No, that's it. Thanks. I love the intersectional life that I live as a Black woman with a disability. That is, a mental illness. I not only get to experience racism and sexism, but also ableism. My favorite was when a coworker once said to me, "God, look at all this rain. It's like raining cats and dogs outside." Ooh, I sure hope the sun comes out soon, because all this rain is making me feel like jumping out of a window, if you know what I mean. You know, I'm glad you're here, Ashley, because the work that you're going to do is going to be real. Ooh, I really like this dress that you're in, yeah, with all the straps and stuff. Yeah, that's real nice, yeah. In situations like that, I never know which ism to respond to. The sexism, the ableism. Like, I constantly feel nihilist. Like, what's the point of responding to this guy that's just said some racist, sexist, or ableist shit to me? I'm gonna die soon. Hi! It's your girl, borderline personality disorder. And I'm here to remind you that today is the day to throw it in the trash. Today's the day for what? You. Me? Wait, I'm trash? That too. But what I mean is, like, get thrown in the trash, have the garbage man pick you up and throw you on another pile of trash where you, like, decompose over years and years and years like plastic because you're fake. Oh my God, did I just make a joke? Yeah, and it was pretty good, actually. Thank you. I've been working really hard on my improv and comedic delivery. No. I didn't send for you. I didn't ask for any of this. Look, bitch, I don't want to be stuck with you either. But it looked like you needed some help, so here I am. Also, depression is here too. But no one wants to hang around her. She smells. Hey, I heard that. I smell. Ooh. Ooh. Do we have any more ice cream? Like, she's such a Debbie Downer. Like, how does she have any friends? Honestly, like, we're in this constant battle, like we're like literally in this vicious cycle that's like no bueno for you, and I'm like kind of sorry about that. I mean, like, she'll walk in all sad and shit, and so I'll kind of go up to her and be like, "Hey girl, why don't you go outside and get some vitamin D?" And she'll just be all like, "Oh no, I'm too sad to go outside, I can barely move." Like, her constant sadness just makes me angry. And Ashley, I'm just trying to help you be better, be more, you know, God, what's that weird word you use? Neurotypical? But, like, she just makes me hate myself more. And then she'll just keep crying, and I'm getting more of a headache and just even angrier and angrier. And I just want to go the fuck to sleep now because everything hurts. But I can't, because this bitch is bawling her eyes out. And so I just take 4 sleeping pills just to make it all go away. What? 4 sleeping pills? I don't need 4 sleeping pills to sleep. I only need 1. Look, I'm not a doctor, so you really can't blame me. I'm just trying to help you. How? How is that helpful? Oh my God! Can we please use our inside voices? I have sensitive ears. How is it helpful for me to take 4 sleeping pills? It's helpful because it makes all of our problems go away. Like depression over there. Just pop a couple of sleeping pills and then poof, she's gone. Yay! No, not really. At most, I wake up with a major headache and also depression still there. Yeah, you guys don't really get rid of me. And most of you guys just push me into a corner. And no one should put baby into a corner. No one cares about baby in the corner. Oh, Ashley, girl, listen. You just need to drink more water. I mean, it's not like you can die from taking a bunch of sleeping pills. They're not like Benadryl. I Googled those, and Benadryl is very dangerous. You know Benadryl has the same ingredient, right? Diphenhydramine. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. Oh, no. Neither of you are any help, and I wish both of you would just go away. Look, bitch, we're gonna be here whether you like it or not, so you better get used to us. Because your casa is my casa. I come from a resilient culture. Being black in America has become synonymous with resiliency, but sadly has also become synonymous with I'm fine. And I'm fine has become my default response to any negative event. Microaggressions at work. I'm fine. Sunny D, a juice company tweeting, I can't do this anymore, and other big companies following along like depression and suicide is trendy. I'm fine. A drunk guy aggressively stalking me at the club and wouldn't stop unless I danced with him. I'm fine. Taking sleeping pills to numb the pain. I'm fine. Not taking my depression medication as directed because I felt shamed. I'm fine. Debt collectors calling me to pay another $3,000 bill for my stay in the mental ward last year, and I can't afford it. I'm fine. Every day I have a headache, but I refuse to go to the doctor due to fear of another bill and more pills. I'm fine. Every night I write a new suicide letter and put it aside in case of an emergency. I'm fine. Every hour I wish I wasn't diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. I'm fine.
I need an elevator pitch. Something short and snappy. I've been doing this show called My First Miracle about my experiences with bipolar mood disorder, or as I like to call it, manic depression. It's got more balls. I've paid my dues, I've earned it. Anyway, I need a way to tell people about my show without getting that, who is this guy? And how do I get out of this conversation? Look, telling people I was bipolar never used to be a problem. I didn't do it. I didn't even know I was bipolar until 15 years after my first manic episode. College is where I first started having mood swings. I couldn't pick a major. I dropped in and out of school. I didn't know what to do. So I went to the student counseling center and took this vocational preference test called the Cooter. Graduate student came out to give me my results. He had long hair and wire-rimmed glasses. Oh, wow. According to this, there is absolutely nothing that you would enjoy doing. 2 years years later, after a really big dose of LSD and 3 months in a psychiatric hospital, I figured out what the problem was. New Messiah was not listed as a career option on the Cooter Vocational Preference Test. Bit by bit, the New Messiah thing just kind of fades away, and since my episodes started out with LSD, my bipolar diagnosis got missed. I still don't know what I want to do for a living, but since I had so much fun talking with the crazy folks at the hospital, I decided, what the hell, I'll be a psychiatric nurse. I go on and on with a normal, sometimes melancholy, and every once in a while, really fucking fantastic mood. I like to think of myself as a tormented artist without a medium. Years later, without the benefit of LSD, I find myself in Bangkok in a psychiatric hospital in 4-point restraints. The New Messiah is back. Kind of a funny story, actually. This is how they had me tied down. Guys, really, this is not helping my messianic complex one bit. That's what my show's about, and a whole lot more. "30 years later, I'm in San Francisco on an internet date. We're meeting at a cafe. She's standing by the counter. Pretty in a professional kind of way. Blonde hair poofed up in front, pumps, a jacket. She has her own business, owns her own home, a single parent. She's a grown-up. She gives me a neutral look. Oh, hi, was traffic bad getting here? I'm 5 minutes late because it's against my religion to pay for parking. No, I was just a little slow getting out of the house. I'd rather fess up to being a slacker than admit to her that I'm a cheapskate. We find a table by the window. Conversation ensues. The usual stuff. Do you come here often? Then comes the question. So Ben, what's your monologue about? I'd rather talk about that later, because if we start talking about that now, we might not talk about anything else. Okay. She's squinting like she's thinking, what's the big deal? I put on my profile I was performing monologues because I thought it made me sound arty and interesting. I guess I thought I could get by without talking about it, or maybe I need a Jennifer Lawrence Silver Linings playbook type that thought bipolar was cool. So, what kind of consulting do you do? I'm making this more like a job interview, but I want to prove to her that I'm a normal guy before I drop the bipolar bomb. I do public relations, mostly with internet startups, helping them plan and promote their breakouts. Do you like it? Yeah, I'm my own boss, make my own hours, work out of my home. She's smart, good at what she does, and that real estate lady look she's got going on, it's probably just a uniform she wears for her job. So, what do you do for a living? I hate that question. I usually try to wait as long as I can before I mention that I'm a nurse. I even used to say I work as a nurse. Given a choice, I'd rather self-identify as a manic depressive performance artist. I'm an RN, I work in acute rehabilitation. Oh, like drug rehab? No, we work with patients recovering from strokes, spinal cord injuries, brain injuries. They get intensive physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Do you like it? Not really. I shouldn't have said that. It's all right. I like helping people, but it can get kind of stressful. Yikes. I want to tell her about being a nurse, even less than I want to tell her about my show. Do you know that feeling you get when you're looking over the edge of a bridge and part of you says, jump? You know you won't do it, but what if? All right, I'll tell you about my show. It's not exactly first date material. Really? Do tell. About 7 years ago, I started taking solo performance classes. I wanted to tell my stories about my experiences with bipolar mood disorder. Really? That's really brave. Oh shit, but that's really brave response? I've heard that so many times before. Don't worry, I'm fine. I've been stable for years, but I like telling my stories and I put them all together into a one-man show. Oh, are you performing it now? Not right now, but I've done it at the San Francisco Fringe Festival and another Fringe in Grass Valley. Fringe? Fringe is not exactly the word I want to use to promote that normal guy image I'm going for. I love performing. If I wasn't doing the manic depressive stuff, I'd probably be doing other material, but this stuff is gold. How so? I'm showing people what it's like to be manic. It's like living in a magical world with no limits. It was like I was part of everything, and everything was part of me. It was amazing. Sounds like you really enjoyed it. I did, but performance made me take a closer look at the consequences. Like what? Well, when I was 21, I had my first manic episode and wound up in a psychiatric hospital for 3 months. Actually, it was 4 hospitals, but that's too complicated for my show. 4 hospitals? Yeah. First one, I got picked up by the police for trying to teleport myself to Boulder, Colorado by leaping out the window of a laundromat. But I acted normal, so they had to let me go. And then 3 days later, I got picked up again and got put in the Colorado State Hospital until my parents came and got me and put me in a private hospital in Miami. I was there for a month, played it straight, but as soon as they gave me privileges to go outside, I took off and told a reporter at the Miami Herald that I was the new Messiah. My parents were so pissed they took me out of that hospital and put me in another one. I can't believe I just told her all that. I hope I'm not freaking you out too much. I'm actually a pretty normal guy, but I like doing my show, so that's where most of my energies goes right now. Otherwise, I wouldn't mention the bipolar thing at all. No, it's all right. I've just never really met anyone who's bipolar before. You probably have. It's not exactly something we talk about very much. I've been doing all the talking. What about you? You like to travel. What's your favorite country you've been to? Oh, I love Italy. Last year I took a bicycle tour through Tuscany. It was wonderful. We chat for a while. I can't remember what about. What do you say after, I used to think I was the new Messiah? Conversation kind of lags and I make a last pitch about my show. There's a short version of it on YouTube you can check out. It's actually pretty funny. Yeah, that would be nice. We pretend she's going to do it, but she probably won't. You know, I've actually got to stay here and get ready for a presentation I'm doing in Palo Alto this afternoon. We can talk a little longer, but if you need to go, ouch! Direct and to the point. It used to take me a long time to get to know someone before I tell them I was bipolar. But since I've been doing my show, I'm out. But I'm out doesn't mean I have to be naked. I'm not my show. I need to talk about it in the abstract. I'm showing people what living bipolar is like. the good and the bad. It's a fun show, and I've got something to say. That's it. That's my elevator pitch.